This video was digitized from a reel of silent Super 8mm film, and it's of USS Newport News, CA-148 from the US Navy, and HMAS Perth, D-38 from the Australian Navy. And they were on their 1967 and 68 Southeast Asia deployment to Vietnam. Newport News was the third and last ship of the Des Moines class of heavy cruisers, and Perth was the lead ship of the Perth class of guided missile destroyers. And this passenger transfer that you're watching here was conducted in the Gulf of Tonkin in October of 1967, when the two vessels were involved in Operation Sea Dragon. And Perth was deployed to Sea Dragon on the 16th of October, joining the Newport News. And on the morning of the 18th of October, Perth was fired on by North Vietnamese coastal artillery while investigating a group of fishing junks. And Perth was hit once with the shell deflecting off the aft gun turret and penetrating the superstructure to start a fire in the confidential books vault. The gun turret captain was later awarded a Distinguished Service Medal for his actions in response to the attack, while the officer of the watch was mentioned in dispatches for courage and calmness under fire. Unfortunately, the person filming Perth here never pans far enough back aft to see if this was filmed after she took that hit from that shell. I would assume that if it was after the person filming it would have got some shots of that, because it would have been evident, and the damage would have been evident. But yeah, it just gets close, but never really pans all the way back aft. Newport News got involved with Operation Sea Dragon on the night of the 9th of October, when she fired her 8-inch guns for the first time in anger against North Vietnamese targets. And she had just arrived that morning and became the flagship for Com Crew Des Flot 3. And Newport News spent 50 days patrolling the coast of North Vietnam as part of Operation Sea Dragon, which was the Navy's effort to destroy waterborne logistics craft, military supply routes, and installations in North Vietnam. During this period, Newport News conducted 156 strikes with 325 North Vietnamese coastal defense sites taken under fire. According to artillery spotters, Newport News sank 17 waterborne logistics craft, damaged another 14, and destroyed several enemy bunkers and radar sites, bridges, barges, trucks, and roads. Newport News was subjected to return fire on several occasions, but each time she countered enemy fire with return fire. And on the 19th of December 1967, Newport News exchanged fire with 20 to 28 separate shore batteries simultaneously off the coast of North Vietnam. During this period, over 300 enemy rounds bracketed Newport News' position, but she suffered no direct hits. This encounter led forward artillery observers to nickname Newport News the Gray Ghost from the East Coast, a nickname she retained throughout her 3 Vietnam deployments. And subsequent to the end of Operation Sea Dragon, and for the remaining several months of this deployment to Vietnam, Newport News participated in naval gunfire support operations near the demilitarized zone in support of 3rd Marine Division forces in the coastal area. And she fired around the clock, sometimes lasting several weeks. And during this deployment, Newport News expanded 59,241 rounds of high explosive ammunition while conducting 239 observed and 602 unobserved missions. She came under fire of enemy coastal defense batteries on 17 separate occasions, but hit by shrapnel, but never suffered a direct hit. And it's interesting to note that this is the first combat deployment to Southeast Asia for both of these vessels. Perth would go on to make 2 more for a total of 3, and Newport News would do the same. She would go on to make 2 more deployments for a total of 3 combat tours to Southeast Asia. And yeah, just a great look at these 2 vessels. Really enjoyed coming across this because I don't think I have any other footage of Australian vessels, especially not in a combat zone. So yeah, just a really good look at USS Newport news and HMAS Perth here, and even a nice little close-up here of her crew. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this bit of naval history. I try to upload military or patriotic videos to my site here, every other day, and sometimes if I have enough footage, I'll post every day. But yeah, just a great look. And yeah, this, you don't see this too often. I mean, I've done plenty of unreps, but I've never encountered a band playing. I do have some footage here on my site of another unrep in the 60s with a band playing also. And but yeah, I think this is lost to history, the band playing while you're unrepping. So hope you enjoy, and if you're interested in a good read, check out my books at www.edsemler.com.